wanna thank Gypsy Rose real quick, and I don't think anybody's really done that yet. So, Gyp, listen. Okay, I personally, I want to thank you because me and Brian were getting real damn nervous that baby was ours. Okay.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard's recent actions have raised some serious questions about her intentions and the timing of her decisions. Just as people were starting to speculate about the state of her relationship with Ken, she dropped the bombshell of the paternity test results, confirming that Ken is indeed the father of her child. But why reveal this now? Is it simply to settle the paternity question, or is there something deeper at play? Let's break down the timing and see if it reveals more about Gypsy's motivations. Before dropping the paternity results, Gypsy posted a cryptic video that had everyone talking. It wasn't just any random clip, it was paired with a song that seemed almost like a message to her ex, Ryan. The song's lyrics, "You'd have to be crazy not to take me back," seemed like a direct plea to Ryan, inviting him to reconsider their past. This raises a key question: why send out a message like this if she supposedly moved on with Ken? The timing is strange, almost like Gypsy is trying to keep a foot in both worlds, acknowledging the past with Ryan while stepping forward into the future with Ken. The video felt intentional, as if Gypsy was planting seeds of doubt, leaving Ryan and her followers wondering if there was still something between them. This wasn't a casual post, it was a deliberate statement, crafted for a specific purpose. Then, right after posting that video, Gypsy reveals the paternity test results, making it clear that Ken is the father of her child. But again, the timing of this reveal is curious. It feels like she's trying to cover all bases, affirming her future with Ken, while still leaving an emotional connection to Ryan open. It's almost as if she's trying to manipulate the situation, keeping both men in her orbit, even if it's only through subtle signals. On one hand, she's showing the world that she's committed to Ken, but on the other, she's sending a message to Ryan that says, "Don't forget about me." It's a tactic that feels more about controlling perceptions than making a clear statement about her future. So, what's going on here? Is this truly a new chapter for Gypsy, or is it just a strategic attempt to manage her relationships and the way the public sees her? To understand this more, we need to take a closer look at the video she posted. Right after a live session where she spoke about her relationship status, Gypsy posted this clip, which didn't just casually include a song, it included a message that felt deeply personal. The lyrics could easily be interpreted as a message aimed at Ryan, as if she was reminding him of what they once shared. If she was really ready to move on with Ken, why post something so loaded with emotional baggage? It's a message that leaves room for doubt and suggests Gypsy may not have completely closed the door on her past with Ryan. After dropping this emotional video, Gypsy quickly followed up with the paternity test results, confirming Ken's role as the father. The sequence of these events suggests a calculated shift in narrative. It feels like she's trying to clean up a messy situation, perhaps even trying to downplay the impact of her earlier post by redirecting attention to something more wholesome, like confirming the father of her child. But while the paternity test might settle one question, it doesn't erase the complexity of the emotions involved. Gypsy's actions suggest she's trying to control the story, creating a sense of stability by tying her future to Ken while also keeping her past with Ryan alive in the public eye. It's important to consider the role of Gypsy's PR team in all of this. Red Bunyan, the PR agency handling her image, is known for managing high-profile clients and keeping their stories under control. This reveal wasn't likely a spontaneous decision, it probably came after Gypsy's emotional video created a stir. The Puerto Rico team may have recognized that the cryptic video could spark backlash and decided that confirming Ken as the father would shift the focus back to a more traditional family narrative. It's as though they saw the potential for the story to spiral and jumped in to recalibrate it, hoping that the paternity reveal would erase any doubts about Gypsy's commitment to Ken. But here's the catch: this isn't just about proving Ken's paternity, it's about managing the narrative around Gypsy's emotional choices. The Puerto Rico team probably wanted to create a picture-perfect family story, but Gypsy's unpredictable behavior, particularly the cryptic video, has complicated that task. No matter how carefully they craft the message, they can't fully hide the fact that Gypsy's emotional ties to Ryan may still be alive. By trying to control the narrative with the paternity test results, they're attempting to gloss over the emotional mess Gypsy has created. But the video and the lingering connection to Ryan are still there, casting a shadow over the whole situation. So what does this all mean for her relationship with Ken? If Gypsy's heart isn't entirely with him, can her PR team keep this story together in the long run? For now, the carefully timed reveal might work as a temporary fix, but eventually the cracks in the narrative will start to show. If Gypsy keeps sending mixed signals, it won't be long before the story unravels. The sequence of events, her live session about her complicated feelings, the cryptic video, and then the sudden paternity reveal suggests that this wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment decision. It feels like a strategic move designed to deflect attention from a potentially damaging situation. This reveal wasn't just about confirming Ken's place in Gypsy's life. It was an attempt to sweep the emotional chaos under the rug and present a more controlled, stable image. But as long as Gypsy's past with Ryan remains unresolved, no PR strategy will be able to convince the public that she's truly moved on. This reveal might work for now, but sooner or later, the cracks will become too visible to ignore. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's recent actions have raised a lot of eyebrows, especially when it comes to the timing of her paternity reveal. Just as people were beginning to question her relationship with Ken, she dropped the bombshell of the paternity test results, making it clear that Ken is the father of her child. But why now? Is this just about clearing up the paternity question, or is there something more behind this well-timed announcement? To understand what's really going on, we need to take a deeper dive into the sequence of events and the motives behind them. The story starts with that cryptic video Gypsy posted shortly before revealing the paternity test results. It wasn't just a random clip, it was carefully paired with a song whose lyrics seemed to be a direct message to her ex, Ryan. The song, which includes lines like "You'd have to be crazy not to take me back," gives the impression that Gypsy may still be emotionally tied to her past with Ryan. Why post something like this if she supposedly moved on with Ken? The timing of the video feels off, almost as if Gypsy is trying to keep a connection to Ryan alive while stepping into a new future with Ken. It's not just a nostalgic reflection, it feels like a deliberate attempt to stir up unresolved emotions, both for Ryan and for her audience. What's even more intriguing is that immediately after posting this video, Gypsy revealed the results of the paternity test, confirming Ken as the father of her child. The timing of this reveal feels strategic, almost like a calculated move to refocus the public's attention. On one hand, she's affirming her future with Ken, showing the world that she's committed to him. But on the other hand, there's an underlying message in that cryptic video that seems to say, "Don't forget about me, Ryan." It's almost as though she's trying to play both sides, keeping her emotional ties to Ryan open while setting up a new narrative with Ken.
Y'all, Gypsy says this is allegedly the paternity test. And if so, congratulations, Ken. You were trapped by an unaliver. You have won the prize. Ding, 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 ding. Woo! Ken, you are the winner of Pet Baby Pandemica. You must be so joyous that the mother of your child is on parole for unaliving her mother. Oh, that just sounds so crazy. Isn't that? You really hit the jackpot now, Ken. Meanwhile, she's online basically dating her ex. This is definitely a winner that you guys are having, and I'm so excited for you guys.
This sequence of events raises the question, is Gypsy really moving forward, or is she trying to manage the way people see her? After her live session, where she discussed her complicated feelings about her relationships, Gypsy posted the video and followed it up with the paternity test results. The order of these actions feels deliberate. The video, with its emotional plea, suggests there's still something unresolved between her and Ryan, while the paternity test is meant to put a stamp on her future with Ken. But the juxtaposition of these two actions sends mixed signals. It's almost as if Gypsy is trying to have it both ways.
I just want to thank Gypsy Rose real quick, and I don't think anybody's really done that yet. So, Gyp, listen. Okay, I want to thank you, because me and Ryan were getting real damn nervous that baby was ours, okay? I thought in the blink of an eye I was going to be a mother. Turns out it's no job cans. Thank God, because we were hesitant. We were panicking, okay? We're not ready to be your baby's mama and daddy, all right? Gyp, are you really the mama? I know we know that baby's no job cans for sure. It's gonna come out with no damn job, but is it yours? Now don't get anything twisted. I didn't say me and Ryan were having a baby, but I'm just gonna let you know, even from states away, that 10-foot pole might travel far. That's a whole ass 10-foot pole, baby. For jokes and entertainment purposes.
And we can't ignore the role of Gypsy's PR team, Red Bunyan. Known for handling high-profile, often controversial clients, Red Bunyan is skilled at managing stories and controlling narratives. It's likely that this reveal wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment decision, but a carefully orchestrated move. After the emotional video stirred up questions, Gypsy's PR team likely saw a potential crisis brewing. They knew they had to act fast to shift the public's focus. By confirming Ken's paternity right after the Cryptic video, they hoped to steer the conversation back to a wholesome family narrative. In theory, the paternity test would serve as a way to stabilize Gypsy's image and reframe the story from emotional turmoil to family unity. However, while the paternity reveal might have been an attempt to create a sense of stability, it doesn't fully erase the emotional complexity of Gypsy's situation. No matter how many times Gypsy's PR team tries to redirect the narrative, they can't ignore the lingering connection between Gypsy and Ryan. That Cryptic video is still out there, casting doubt on Gypsy's true feelings and showing that her past isn't as neatly tied up as her PR team might like it to be. This all begs the question, what does this mean for Gypsy's future with Ken? If Gypsy is still emotionally tied to Ryan, can her PR team keep this story under control? They might be able to manage the public's perception in the short term, but eventually the cracks in the narrative will become too obvious to ignore. The emotional back and forth between her past and present could become a point of contention, making it harder to maintain a consistent image moving forward. The timing of the paternity reveal wasn't just about confirming Ken's place in Gypsy's life, it was also about managing a situation that was quickly becoming complicated. Her impulsive behavior, from the Cryptic video to the emotional live session, had created a messy story, and her PR team was doing its best to clean it up. But no matter how carefully they craft the story, Gypsy's actions reveal a deeper truth: her past with Ryan is still very much alive in her present, and no PR strategy can fully cover that up. Ultimately, this carefully timed paternity reveal might work for now as a temporary fix, but it's clear that Gypsy's emotional turmoil and her complex relationships are far from resolved. Whether she's trying to move on with Ken or still holding on to something with Ryan, this ongoing back and forth will likely continue to complicate her public image. At some point, those cracks in the narrative will show, and Gypsy's carefully crafted story might start to unravel. So, what do you think about Gypsy's actions? Are we seeing the beginning of a new chapter with Ken? Or is this just a complex game of emotional chess where she's trying to control every relationship in her life? As always, we'll keep following the story to see what happens next. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more insights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.